Hi guys, I'm in the Nicolet National Forest in northern Wisconsin. I just arrived. It is 1:15. I got about 3.5 hours of daylight left. So today I'm going to tarp camp and I'm going to set up my camp right there. So I need to build an A-frame so I can put my tarp up. Then I'll make a long fire in front of the tarp. So I have to collect a lot of wood. A boatload of wood. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Today's trip, it's all about wool. I got everything on me is wool, and I've got vintage military wool gear from World War II and Vietnam, and that's going to be my bedding, my sleeping bag, my wool blankets. So let me get some wood, and then I'll get back to you. I'm setting up my pole, my A-frame for my tarp. I'm using a Canadian jam knot so I can cinch it real tight. And there we go. That about does it. I've got a tripod going on both sides, and that's staying up right now. Now to put on the tarp. There we are, almost there. Let me show you my sleep system. So I have 2 U.S. Army sleeping pads that I got in the estate sale for $2 each. On top of that, I have an REI camp pad with R value 2.5. And on top of that, I got this wool blanket that I bought at the same estate sale that I bought the sleeping pad. And this was $1. It was a steal. That's what I'll sleep on. So combined, that should give me around R4, 4.5 maybe, for the sleeping pad. So that's plenty warm. The temperature is expected to go down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. I will cover myself up, I will sleep in this wool sleeping bag, vintage World War II, 100% wool, 1944, and I know that because there's an inspection date on it here from 1944. And cover myself up with this Italian wool blanket that I got online, and this Vietnam era, around 1968, 100% wool blanket. And I know that because there's a label on it here. It says so. I'll show you the labels. So I've got another wool blanket in there. So I think, over prepared for this. But I've never camped in wool before, so better be safe than sorry. And also, when I'm ready to go to sleep, I'm going to put a plastic sheet over this whole thing, and I'll show you. And that'll keep the warm air in, and I'll have a fire in front, and that'll act like a greenhouse actually. and it'll be really warm in there. I mean, it could get up to 70, 80 degrees with that fire going. This was called a Mors Kochanski super shelter, and you have this in the back that's going to reflect or radiate the heat back that enters through the plastic sheet, and the plastic sheet, working like greenhouse, keeps the heat in. So it doesn't weigh much, it's plastic sheet and this, but in the winter, if you know how to use it, it really could save your life. Just this, a plastic sheet, some cordage, and a way to make fire, and you can survive bitter cold weather in the winter. I got the fire going. Boy, that took some doing because a lot of the wood was wet. So I had to nurse that fire for about half an hour until it finally got going. Fire is going, man, I'm getting hungry. I put the lantern on the floor and I put up some lights. Old technology meets new technology. I got 5 spicy Italian sausages on the grill. I arranged some coals under the grill. So they'll steak about 10 minutes to cook, 10-15 minutes. And then I gotta warm up the rice and I'll have them with the rice. Rice and lentils. Well, the sausages are just about done. And I just started heating up the rice. My sister made this yesterday. It's rice with lentils. It's very nice. With the sausages, it's going to be really delicious. So just heat it up a little. And then we'll have a very nice dinner. There you go. Life is good. Look at that. Sizzling sausage and rice. Yum. Well, my friends, cheers. Man, that is good. I love spicy Italian sausage. And grilled over a fire like that is delicious. This is the life. Thank you for being with me. Please take a minute to share, like, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Now I'm going to have my dinner. I just put some tea on. I'm going to have a raspberry Danish with it. And I'm having my favorite tea. Let me show you. It is this one. Stash Double Bergamot Earl Grey. It got a lot of flavor. I love it. Our tea is boiling. So let's go pour it into the other cup. And there we are. And we'll let this one cool down. Well, Earl Grey and Raspberry Danish. It don't get better than this. That is delicious, and this Danish is really good. I don't put sugar in the tea because the Danish is sweet enough. Although I do use honey. I don't use sugar. If I sweeten something, I'll use honey. And mostly I just drink tea anyway. So honey works very well with tea. I'm into honey actually. I have like 120 kinds of honey at home from different plants. And honey is an amazing thing. You know, it's the only food that never spoils. And there are different flavors, so you can actually pair honey with different things. For example, if you're having a green mint tea, you don't want honey with any aroma because that's very delicate. Any honey with a flavor aroma is going to overpower the green mint. So you want neutral honey, as it were, something like Tupelo. That's the honey from cacti in the desert. And by the way, that's the sweetest honey you can get, Tupelo honey. But that pairs well with like a green mint tea. So I have this whole thing about pairing honey with different kinds of drinks, teas, and even coffees. With Earl Grey, my favorite pairing is chestnut honey because they're both very strong flavors. Chestnut is very strong and Earl Grey is very strong. And you mix them together and there's a war in your mouth. And it's really wonderful. This is so relaxing. My thermometer says it is 30 degrees Fahrenheit. This is neat because this has a feature where it records the lowest temperature in the 24-hour period. So when I sleep tonight, in the morning I'll wake up and it'll tell me how low it got overnight. I put the plastic sheeting on, so it's pretty much enclosed, except for small openings at the ends. Now, this basically is what a super shelter is. It's my first attempt, and it's okay, but a little shoddy actually. But the biggest problem is my fire is too far away. In the super shelter, it's supposed to be 3 feet away, right about here. That's when you get right there. That's when you get the most effect of the fire, and it'll heat up the shelter inside. Well, it's a learning experience. Well, it is 11:45 and I'm going to hit the sack. And it was pretty tiring today, processing all that wood. So I'm going to go to sleep and I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. It is 7:45. I woke up around 6:30 and laid in bed for about half an hour, then got up and shot the sunrise, although it's cloudy. So I should say shot the dusk maybe, or the dawn I should say. So I'm not really hungry, so I'm just gonna pack up and go. So thanks for being with me. Please share, like, and subscribe, and see you next time.